What's going on? So I'm going to be walking you guys through the Developing Baseball and BPC pitching portal. So right now we're logged in to the admin tab, which gives you access to every player in your program or facilities data. As you can see by this drop-down menu, there are thousands of pitchers in this database. We're going to look at Mike Adams because he has a lot of pitches thrown on their Trackman. So we go to his two most recent pens in May and June of 2024. We can see it creates this report from both sessions, combining the data and gives us an output of how he threw his pitches, where he released it from, and where in the zone he located it. We can also easily download this report straight to our computer or our phone. Then if we hit select all dates, it populates the report with all the pitches he's ever thrown, which I think is pretty cool. We can see all the different movement profiles, all the releases, and all the strikes he's thrown over time in this red box. And then you can also get an overview of kind of what it looked like and the stuff plus metrics. Next, if we go to leaderboard, we populated it from 2021 to 2025, but you can change this date range based on what you want to see. So you can see the top velo from all time at BPC, but we could also change it to be the spin rate, and we can change this to curveball. So we can see who has the highest average spin rate on their curveball of all time at Baseball Performance Center. Then we have an in-zone leaderboard, which we can populate to 100 people for 2025, and we can see who has the highest in-zone rate, and it goes all the way down. And then progression, another good one to choose for this would be Mike Adams, because he's thrown a lot of bullpens over time, and this populates and shows his average velo over the course of his time throwing bullpens at BPC. So we can see this bullpen was probably more of a velo pen, whereas this was probably more of a touch and feel. And then if we look here, we look at the in-zone rate of all of his pitches during these bullpen sessions. Next, we go to the Stuff Plus leaderboard for 2025, and you can see all the different pitches that have the highest Stuff Plus grade, and we can scroll down and see all the pitches that qualify. And then right now I have the settings set, so you have to have thrown a fastball harder than 92, and you can't have thrown a pitch less than 20 times for it to show up. Then if we sort by fastball, we move the date back a little bit, we can see it's populated with extra data, and we can see the best fastball is Cam Flukie with 94 miles an hour and 22.2 induced vertical break. Then the data refresh tab. This tab shows us how we can download the new Trackman CSVs as you throw bullpens. This is extremely useful, so we can always have up-to-date data. And if I were to refresh this and it logs us out, we'll go to a player account, which I'll use as my own account for the time being. And in this tab, I only have access to my own data. So I can select all dates. I get the same report as before. I can go to the leaderboard tab. I can still access the leaderboard, the in-zone percentage, and the stuff plus full leaderboard. But if I go to progression, again, I can only see my own progression. Now back to the admin part of the portal. This is what the data refresh tab looks like after you've clicked the refresh data and waited a little bit of time for it to download all of the new CSVs. You have this check mark and a data refresh message appearing, so that way all of these tabs are updated with new data from recent days and the last stuff you've uploaded from your Trackman. If you have any questions, please reach out to Developing Baseball or BPC and let us know how we can help you get started.